It's Madden NFL 23, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his sixth season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
In any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 39, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now here's Mahomes. Throw that side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Tannehill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Tannehill. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's get some love, man. Bring it. Let's go now. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to the guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, McKinnon again. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Mahomes again. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 28 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 6.
Now it's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing again is Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd-and-long situation coming up. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Step up right now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. It sends the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, You would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. They haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first...
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper from 3 yards out. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They go draw play to McKinnon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, an 18-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some...
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Out come the Titans now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Back to throw, Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense is just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.